Welcome back. Super Saturday HART Sapphire Series for 2021. Game 4, round 9. Coming to you live from Nissan Arena. My name's Dave Mills. We've got a crackerjack match coming up. Brisbane North Cougars 8-0, taking on the Wildcats. Joining me in commentary to call this one is Queensland 19's super shooter. You saw her a couple of hours ago. Riley Batchelor, welcome to the Combox for the first time this year.
Thanks for having me, Millsy, and happy birthday, might I
Well,
add.
thank you very much. I've been getting that a lot today. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you to say. Yes, it is my 400th birthday, but we don't talk about number. It's just a number. So this one, Cougars, top of the table, 8-0, looking $1 million, taking on the Wildcats. They've been okay at times. What do you see in this one?
I see Cougars probably giving a really strong start today, but Wildcats giving them a good run for their money. So
the team lists have been handed to us. We're going to start with the Brisbane North Cougars. Actually, we're starting with the umpires. What a look at. There's Buddy Niku and Carly Farthing. Buddy is the gentleman of the two, so he's on the left, and Carly would be in the middle. So we're doing the umpires first, and that's Di Fawcett is a sub. Now we'll start with the Cougars. You want to read that one out? You know them pretty well.
Yep, so goal shooter, we've got Riley Holland with goal attack Mia Stour out the front. Mid-court, we've got Lisa Mai wing attack with Macy Gardner in centre. Now we've got the sister act of Vivian Fitzpatrick at wing defence and Naomi Fitzpatrick at goal defence, followed by Ruby Bakewell Duran at goalkeeper. And in our sub-box, we've got Martina Riekers, Isabel Shearer, Madison Davies, and Coach Liz White.
Amanda Vonderwall is there as well, and of course the Wildcats, coached by Megan Lynch. Here they are. Amaris Toya is at the shooter. Josephine Bingham, super impressive, is at goal attack. Jessica Donnelly and Courtney Baird with Brittany Mould make up the mid-3. Haley Gaia and Liliana Rennie are the defenders. That leaves the big in on the subs bench, Haley Mulheron. She's coming back from injury. Madison Fallon, and up from the Rubies, and recently named in the State 17 side, Kayla Anderson. Brianna Gregory is sick, which is not ideal for them. Coached, as I said, by Megan Lynch, and assistant coach Corin Robinson, and Mirren McCulloch is the manager. So there they are on the bench there, and they've had some great quarters of netball, Riley, but sometimes the game just gets away from them a little bit.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now, looking all ready to go, ready, set, and eyes on Megan Lynch. So I'm really excited to see what they can bring to the table today up against number 1 on the table.
So the last time these two met, Riley, was round 4 back on May 8, and Cougars 59, Wildcats 34. Ironically, that was one of the lowest scores for the Cougars. They've been averaging well over 60. And head-to-head, 6 times these two teams have played. Cougars lead 5-1 with one draw, but the one loss was the 2019 grand final when the Wildcats stole it from the Cougars in that one. Last week, Cougars 36 lost to the Jets 60, but Cougars went on their winning ways, beating the Rays in a very good game, 72-53. So it should be entertaining, both teams, and definitely Cougars in good form, Wildcats improving each week. And what's your prediction? What's the margin?
I'm going to say Cougars by a solid amount.
Cougars by a solid amount.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. We'll leave it at that. So we're about a minute away from the start of this match, and before we get underway, we would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which this great game is taking place, the Turrbal and Jagera people, and pay our respects to the elders past, present and emerging, and extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people watching today. Everything's in readiness. Now, it's confusing colours, these two. The predominantly red side going from right to left of your screen are Cougars, and the blue and red going from left to right are the Wildcats. And the Cougars get us underway.
Nice swing there.
You like a good swing?
Love a good swing.
There you go. So swing across the circle. And Riley Holland, as she does so often, will probably get the first for the Cougars right here. So
there you go.
1-0, and we've played 20 seconds, and the Cougars are away. So Wildcats with it now. They go into the pocket. So, loose ball. Josephine Bingham's been pretty impressive this campaign.
Absolutely. Josie's been shooting so well recently, and those long bombs, all hers. We see a turnover there for Cougars.
So, tell me, Ruby Bakewell, you called her Duran, I call her Doran. Is Duran correct?
Honestly, I haven't checked in with her.
Oh, right.
Apologies, Ruby.
No worries. I just thought because you're training partners of the Firebirds, you might know something I don't. So I've been calling her the wrong name for 2 years. So Holland with it scores 2-0 Cougars early stages. So don't forget our sponsors, HART Sports, our principal sponsor, and we thank them for their patronage with us every year. So a few injury concerns for the Cougars. We'll go through them of course, Riley Holland has been nursing knee tendonitis for a number of weeks. She's only allowed to play certain minutes. Mia Stour copped a heavy knock last week and now has a bruised knee. And Lossa Numata is sick, so she's out. Remy Camo is absent as well, so there's a few outs for the Cougars. And I was able to talk to Olivia Coughlin before the game. Like, the worst fears were she'd done her knee completely, a la yourself, and she'd done an ACL. It turns out she hasn't, and you know knees better than I do. She did a meniscus tear and something about the kneecap.
Yeah, like a...
They described it like a coat hook, so it sort of, it didn't dislocate, but it sort of half came out. So
bit of movement in the kneecap.
Indeed. So they've cleaned it all up, and she'll be back in sort of 3 to 6 months, which is better than a full Rico in 12 months.
Yes.
So that's great news for Olivia Coughlin.
And obviously Martina Riekers, she's had a couple of weeks off of her knee as well.
Indeed, and she's back, and they're just going to ease her through the game. So
some good news for her throughout the week, being named in the 19s team.
Sounds like someone else I know standing right beside me. Congratulations on your appointment. You must be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, pretty stoked, pretty keen for Tasmania.
Just from what I've seen, it's a hell of a side.
Yep.
Like,
big things planned.
Yeah, like you guys should go really well. So it's probably the best team we've had in years, and that's all due respect to past and present players. Yep. It is a great side they've picked. Yes. So looking forward to seeing how you guys travel. I don't know exactly when you go. July, is it?
Yep, early July.
First week in July?
Yep.
About the same time as the men's nationals.
Pretty much.
So it's netball everywhere. We're going to Adelaide. Where are you guys going? Tasmania?
Tasmania.
Oh, that'll be warm. Tassie in July. Yeah. We're going to Adelaide in July. I thought we had a rough porcupine, but no, you've got
you want to swap?
No, I'm good, thank you. so Wildcats get their second. It's 2-2 after 3. Fighting hard here, the Wildcats. But Stour gets it now and cracks it across with that bullet pass of hers.
Nice double play there. Holland under the post.
You don't mind a double play. I'm watching your games. You don't mind a quick refeed?
Oh, don't mind it. Might get Paula a bit scared a few times. Shout out to Coach Paula.
The super duper coach, Paula Stewart. So 3-2 Cougars, and they're looking to continue this winning streak, which stands at 8 at the moment. And
the Fitzpatricks out there working together.
You know a bit about them?
Yeah, I played with Viv before, and I've played against Naomi, my first ever year in State League.
Yeah.
She just on body all the time, hard worker.
So which club did you play for at State League level?
My first year under 19s for Jags back in the day. Yeah.
The Jags before it became the Bull Sharks.
Indeed.
So turnover here to the Wildcats gets them a chance to get back into this game. It's 4-2 at the moment in favour of the Cougars. And long ball here, fires across court. So
Morris out of the circle.
Toya a long way from home, makes it harder on Bingham. She's now double teamed. And the ball finds the way of Mai. And just like that, the transition play of the Cougars impressive. And there's another goal to Holland, 5-2. So Holland just taking all this shot. All the goals have come to Riley Holland. Stour yet to get on the board. And they swing it across.
Oh, Josie on the baseline.
Nice move there by Bingham. And she gets a Mizuno momentum shift right there. And that's the third one for the Wildcats. They're hanging tough at the moment.
Oh.
And there they get another one through Brittany Mould. The captain leading by example. Oh, just got there, didn't it? So
nice finish.
It was a bit iffy, but the pass gets there, and Wildcats get their fourth chance to tie it up here. So it could be 5-5 after 5.
It's been a cracking start.
Cracking start.
Cracking. Absolutely.
Excellent. So Maris Toya gets another one. We're tied at 5, Riley Batchelor. It has been a cracking start. You're right.
Yeah.
So
Wildcats able to convert their turnovers, which is good to see from a team that's versing number 1 on the ladder.
In sort of interesting news if our stats are correct, which I'm sure they are. Wildcats shooting at 100% here, and Cougars at 71 at the moment. So early stages, Roland gets another one in. 6-5 in favour of the Cougars. And a break call here, I think. The old coach killer, as we call it. Paula would look at break, would she?
Absolutely not.
So, and the ball.
Josephine just stuck there.
Bingham nowhere to go, has to go back. They're playing a bit of a box zone here, the Cougars, at the moment. A long shot there from Bingham. It doesn't fall. Bakewell Dawn on train. Oh, good hands there from Donnelly. So, showing no ill effects of the injury she sustained in round 2. She broke a bone in her hand.
Tough cookie.
Yeah, played 2 weeks later with a cast. That is tough.
Absolutely.
So here we go through My and Stour and Holland. That is just beautiful play by the Cougars. Oh, a missed shot there. Stour will chase it down and does. Holland, under the attention of Geyer, draws the foul. Will she shoot, Riley?
Oh,
Hell ball. Great defence there by the Wildcats. So that was pretty impressive, yeah?
Absolutely. Good defence there from those young girls, Geyer and Rennie.
So, Rennie, of course, goes to the same school as little Cubby.
Yes.
So that must be
intercept there from Gardner.
Must be a pretty good school for netball.
Yeah.
Those two are playing. So back with Bakewell, with the Cougars at the moment. Macy Gardner. She's one of your training partners at the Fireys?
Yep.
So game day for the Firebirds. Are you part of it? Like, do you come? Like, do they? You know, you're supposed to. Like, I don't know what happens on game day for a training partner.
We're not involved with what they do before the game, but we do get the opportunity to sit on that secondary bench.
Excellent.
And yeah, we'll just cheer them on.
Are you taking that opportunity? Will you be here tomorrow for tomorrow's game against the Fever?
Yep, so the Queensland 19s and 17s will be getting their dresses presented to them before the game, so we'll be here to watch.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So they're doing a big thing just before the start of the game?
Yep, before the start of the game and at the quarter time.
That's excellent. That's great news. So we'll see the full sides there.
Yeah.
And so that's awesome. So if you get a chance, come and see the Firebirds. There's still a few tickets remaining. It's a great clash, the Fever in town. So go to the firebirds.com.au website for a ticket. This is a ticketed venue. You must have a ticket. You can't buy them at the door. And we are, of course, don't forget, at Nissan Arena, we are a cashless venue. So, Riley, all that money you got, don't bring it tomorrow. Just bring your cards in your phone, all right?
Thanks for reminding me.
No worries. Just keep it in the safe at home. So, 8-5, Bakewell Dawn picks up another one. She usually gets a few a game. So, Holland out of the circle. No one in there for the Cougars. Now there is. So, in the back there.
Stour should shoot this.
Geyer into Stour. And Stour shoots and scores. 9-5, Cougars starting to pull away, as Cougars tend to do.
Let's see what Wildcats do to change things up here.
Oh, they've left the shooter all alone then. Probably not the best move. So 10-5 now, 6 to play in this, the first quarter. Would you burn your time out yet, Riley?
I'd probably wait a couple more goals.
Right.
See what we can do here. Maybe call a timeout after that.
So ball back with the Wildcats. Just outside the circle, they fire it in. Toya pulls it in, chases it well. Donnelly fakes to no one.
Good hold.
And then finds Toya on the second opportunity. She makes no mistake.
Toya's been very impressive as she's come up into Sapphire for the last couple of weeks from Ruby.
She has indeed, and that's a momentum shift for Mizuno. She's 3 from 3 in this one, as you said. Probably just, if there's any criticism, probably just not enough volume for her, you know, because her accuracy is definitely there.
But we are seeing her come outside of the circle a lot of the time and sharing that load with Bingham, which is good to see from the shooter.
That's good, because Bingham has been doing a ton of work in all the games she's been playing. Got to, of course, player of the round a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, and the pass there, that was nice to Toya. So, margin 4, they're hanging tough, the Wildcats. 4:53 to play in the first. Cougars look like they were going to pull away with it, but the Wildcats have responded, and they do well here, and they get a turnover off My.
Loose hands there. My will work hard to get this back, and we see Martina Rikas take the court as well.
So Holland, obviously they're managing her minutes with the injury, and it just seems like everyone in the Cougars team has got a knee bandage. So Rikas, Stour and Holland all have knee strap-it tape on it. So of course, strap it, one of our partners. 11-8, Wildcats fighting back.
And their centre pass.
So this could get it back to 2.
And we've seen another change in the goal shooter bid for Wildcats. Toya off.
Toya's off, and we have
Anderson.
Kayla Anderson making her debut, the 17 state shooter. Come up from Ruby as well, and it's 11-9. What's going on here? Oh, like Bachelor door.
It's turning out to be a good one, and a turnover to Wildcats.
It could be tied up at the end of the next 2 centres. So It was 11-5 a little bit ago. Oh, thought she was going to step. She does well. So, and Baird with it.
Good movement.
And there's Anderson, just come on. She's 1 from run already. Now 1 from 2. Loose ball, just to get her own rebound. She doesn't. It falls away of Gardner. And Macy Gardner tearing up the court. She wants it, gets it. Reekers pushes through. Long ball across. Here it comes.
Reekers in her favourite spot.
That is her spot.
Nails it.
She's a relaxed shooter, Rolly Bachelor.
Someone you want in your 19s team.
She looks like she's got all the time in the world, that girl. So Wildcats with it now. They get a chance to get it back to 2. 12-9, 3 to play. Of course, 2 competition points up for every quarter. And going hard here. Nice ball. They fire it in. Oh, Bakewell Durham was going to have that all day. Doesn't seem the same without having Kamo and Bakewell Durham together.
No.
So I think every game of the Cougars I've done, they've been together at some stage. That's going back like to 2 years ago.
Giving us the opportunity, though, to see the Fitzpatricks out in action today.
Indeed. I don't know anything about Naomi. All I've been told is she's the older of the 2 sisters.
She is.
Must be cool playing with your sister. Have you, I don't know what your story is. You got siblings?
Yeah, I've got a younger sister, Keely.
You guys play anywhere together, or was it too big an age difference? Or?
We did school netball together growing up.
Yeah.
That was the year that we got to play together. I did my ACL.
Oh, right. Okay.
So,
well, let's bring that up.
Yeah.
Glad I asked that question.
Yeah.
So Wildcats with it here. They get the turnover through the missed shot. It falls out. Unfortunately, it can't be maintained by the Cougars. Sorry, by the Wildcats. So Fitzpatrick will get us going. Throws to a sister, back to a sister. Oh, no, now they're just playing sister ball. So give it to someone else. So Maimai comes in. She wants to be part of it and gets it. So 1:48 to play. Margin 3. A goal here will make it hard for the Wildcats to win the quarter. They must get a stop here if they want to win this quarter. So fire across. Stow bringing the power.
Yeah.
Reekers pulls it in.
Nice.
And she shoots and scores. That'll probably be enough for the quarter. It's 4 the diff with 1.5 minutes to play. Cougars and their centre. So they're just starting to get on their roll. So Reekers, will she shoot from range? Super shot range. Misses, but Stour gets the rebound. And in traffic, she'll have a shot and score. And just like that, Riley Batchelor, it's 5.
Starting to blow out a little bit, but I wouldn't rule the Wildcats out just yet. As we see a great pass. Anderson finishes that one off nicely.
Incredible vision by Donnelly. She looked in, fired it from about halfway. It was a great pass into Anderson. And this is my first look at Anderson. She looks pretty impressive for a young player.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much of her, but what I'm seeing so far is a rising star.
They're calling her a young Riley Batchelor girl.
Are they?
That's what they're calling her.
I haven't heard that one yet.
I made that up, yeah. So I make a lot of stuff up here in this commentary. 15 to 10. So you're pretty young yourself, so it'll be amazing if someone's described as a young Riley Batchelor. Yeah. So 15-10. Turnover here. They've got 23 seconds to score.
Cougars not afraid of that across-court pass at the moment.
It's not how we coach, but they don't mind it. Reekers.
It works,
bit short.
works.
She gets her own rebound. It's still live. It's going to be a Cougars ball. They got 9 seconds to go. Reekers runs in now. Holland around the post.
Will they have enough time?
Replay. Yes, it was. Oh, Stour not happy. He slams it down. So the first quarter comes to an end. It's 15 to 10. Got down to as much as 5. They fought back hard, the Wildcats, and the Cougars again running out to 5. So 15-10 first quarter. What are you thinking of that, Riley Batchelor?
5 goals in it. Wildcats probably wouldn't rule them out just yet. I think they've got a good punch in them to finish it off and catch up in the next quarter. So
Amara started quite well, Amara's Toya, but didn't last long before they brought Anderson on. Yeah. So what you see that as just getting the circle moving, or why would you think that would be?
I reckon maybe to get the defenders thinking.
Yeah. Fair call. And for the Wildcats, their transition play is good as ever. They're just bringing the ball down the court quite at pace, and that's quite a good thing for them. So don't forget that this is the last game. There is a game that's being played at Townsville at the moment. We'll have a result in that game soon, and the Townsville game will be. We'll just broadcast the result for you. And next week, round 10. Let's have a look. QUT, who are you playing? Oh, yeah, the Saturday game, playing the Bull Sharks.
On the Gold Coast.
We're on the road. We're going to Tully, down to Tallabudgera. So that'll be a good game. And then, of course, the Jets, we start early on Sunday morning. I don't know why they do that to me. 10 a.m. start, then 12, and then 2. So we've got USQ Jets taking on Mendy Rays, Tigers followed by Cougars, USQ Thunder is the 2 p.m. game at Wildcats. So if you're coming down, if you want to get your backside courtside, get your tickets at sapphireseries.com.au. If you're going to watch on the live stream, we go to air early on Sunday morning. Get out, have your brunch, come back, fire up the big screen, and we'll bring you the netball all day. So if you want to join us in commentary now, like many people have, by all means do go to the HART Sapphire Series HART Sapphire Series Facebook page for all the news, views, interviews throughout the week. You can read all about Riley and how well she's going and see all the stats there, because we've got stats everywhere. Go to sapphireseries.com.au. If you're curious, Riley is the 4th most goals in the competition, 166 from 225 coming into this game at a very impressive 73%. But 166, that's a lot of volume. You're a long way clear of 5th. So. Yeah. And your partner in crime, Adams Tahara, is just above you. So you guys are sharing the load beautifully. So that's probably why you're doing so well.
Try to give Alicia a lot of the ball, but if it comes my way, I'm not afraid.
Well, you're not afraid to take a shot. That is true. And that is probably why you're so successful at the moment. So talk about your 19s. There's you as a shooter.
Yeah.
Lily Cubby.
Yep.
Reekers.
Yes.
Is there a 4th shooter?
Yes. Chloe Bingham.
Chloe Bingham, of course there is. You guys are going to be fighting for court time.
It's going to be tough, but anyone out on court, sure we'll do our job right.
Yeah.
Do it good. High percentage shooters.
Yeah, I've got a feeling you'll score a fair few goals in your games. That's impressive. So well done to you and well done to those other 3. And I look forward to seeing the dress presentation tomorrow. The whole squad will be announced. Get down here, get to the Firebirds. There's still a few tickets left. Go to firebirds.com.au for your tickets for that one tomorrow. And then, of course, Riley, you know there's men's netball in town. State of Origin.
Absolutely.
Game 2 tonight after this one. We take on the New South Wales. They beat us by 1 in the first one. We're out for revenge in the second. And the third one tomorrow after the Firebirds game at 3:35. Make sure you join the Suns Sapphire Series, Facebook page if you're watching that one from home or anywhere in the world. So right now, the Wildcats have all to do. They're down by 6 now. The first goal belongs to the Cougars. And Wildcats with it now. They go across court. They must score here. They want to stop this run of the Cougars. If the Cougars get too far out, it's almost a psychological thing, isn't it?
Yep.
So, and a shot there. Long bomb from Bingham. Cuts the margin to 5. Great goal from her. We've got some stats here, Riley. What are we making of that? Shooting stats. What do you got there for Holland and Stour? Read them out for us.
We got Holland at 80%, shooting 8 out of 10, and Stour at 63. Shooting 5 out of 8, and Reekers 3 out of 5 at 60%.
So Reekers came on late in that quarter. So there she is there. Oh, misses that one, but Stour picks it up.
All shooters with taped knees today.
it's a trend.
Yes.
Hopefully they're using our sponsors, the Strap It tape, Strap It. So Anderson, she's got her knee strapped as well, but misses on that one.
Naomi Fitzpatrick in goalkeeper at the moment.
So there's been a change there, and Bakewell Doran to a more customary goal defence role. So comes off the Wildcats last, I would have thought. No, not seen by the umpire in that way. So, and the ball back with the Wildcats now. They fire it across again. Oh, Donnelly with another great feed. She's been feeding the circle well today.
Very impressive.
Misses that one. So back with Bakewell Doran, she goes long. Macy Garner, teammates at the Firebirds. What do you call yourselves? TPs, training partners?
Training partners or
TPs,
extended squad.
Extended squad. So.
Reekers with the ball.
Reekers with it now. Shoots and, gets a second chance here.
Third chance, just got both defenders out of play there. Oh no,
so
just Gaia.
And we've got a result through from Townsville. Pretty good result for the Rays. They didn't win it, but 53-41. Bond get that one, but only 12 the margin. I think it was a lot more last time they played. So that's a great result for the Rays. They are in a bit of form at the moment.
Yeah, improving each week, obviously, with their score going up and up.
Yeah, 53 last week, 41 this week. So they're doing well under the tutelage of Vicky Wilson and co. Of course, they have an unusual arrangement there. Some of the team in Townsville, some of the team in Cairns, so it's hard for them to train together, but they're doing their best. as are the Wildcats. They're holding it at 8 at the moment. Cougars putting the foot on the accelerator. Wildcats resisting it at the moment. So, oh, loose pass here, but Rikas keeps it in and keeps it back to Macy Gardner. Nice play there by the Cougars, Riley.
Yeah. You see Gardner, Mai, and Stour have all played together for a few years, so that's obviously showing out on court with that connection they've got.
So, you've got a great connection with Alicia Adams-Tahara. Did you play with her at Wildcats?
Yeah.
Because she had last year off and you were coming back through injury. You were
Yes.
at Tigers last year, weren't you?
Yes.
And the year before you played with her, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, cool. So you guys, yeah, because I was going to say you've got a pretty good understanding of the way you two are playing together.
Yeah, well, she makes any bad pass look good, so
That's true, yeah.
she does make it easy for us.
Yeah, so it's good when you've got a massive unit there. You just throw the ball anywhere and
Yes.
thank you. So
Thanks for that one, Luke.
put that down for an assist, yes. So 20-11, margin 9. We've got 11 to go in the second quarter. And Wildcats need to get the break. Great pass there by Stour to Mai.
There's
Right.
that connection.
Exactly what you were just talking about.
Yeah.
You mentioned it just a few seconds ago. A missed shot here. Rika's missed a few in this one.
Probably just warming up.
It won't take long to get going. And over a third call. Don't see that a lot at this level, but over a third pass here. Fitzpatrick gets us going.
Great transition down.
They do a good job in that, don't they, the Cougars? So, like, how do you stop that when they're just at their brilliant fast best? Do
I'd
you
say
go
find the
hack-a-shack?
body. Get
Find
on
the
the
body.
body.
Yeah. So Stour with it. She'll shoot long and score.
Super shot range.
Super shot range indeed. It's now 10, the margin. Timeout time maybe for the Wildcats. So, and if it slips away, they've got 10 to play in the second quarter, and the margin is 10. That was just touched. Not the most convincing centre pass.
Ooh.
Oh, a hand in there. Bakewell Doran again. Tends to read the play better than most.
Here's that quick transition down the court.
Need to get that body on, don't we? So,
Yes.
and Gardner with it, looks in and finds Rikas. You wouldn't know she's got a bruised knee. So, here it comes to Stour.
Stour again in that super shot range. Just
Misses,
full short.
full short, and Guy gets us going again.
Could you imagine if we had the super shot?
Well, we're playing it in the men's game, and it's game changing. Like you watch it at home and you don't really give it much attention, but it really changes the game. We were beating New South Wales. They hit a super shot, and we lost by 1. So it was it's
Makes it more interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm a fan. I'm a bit of a traditionalist, but
Yeah.
that was a game that was probably done, and they were able to get back into it through the super shot. So I guess that's why we have it, to give more opportunities to come back from deficits, and it worked today, and it works in a lot of the games I watch on the Suncorp. So 22-11 is the timeout call by the Wildcats. Megan Lynch is getting the troops together and wants to have a chat about this one. We'll be in there listening to. What do you reckon she'll be saying there? We'll call you Super Coach Riley.
Oh, I reckon with that quick transition that we were talking about from the Cougars down the court, I think she'd definitely be talking to her troops about what they can do to stop that.
Well, we'll listen in and see if we can pick up what Megan's saying, and hopefully if we can't, you can read lips. And whenever we go to a timeout, the music starts.
We can give it. Jessie's cutting through that middle, but the ball's down low. We don't give it, so she's stuck there. Get her up. Guys, we got to change up the section. We got to look after the ball, and we got to take a quick 100 passes.
Yeah. What do you make of that, Riley? I didn't pick up a lot. I was having trouble hearing because of the music, but did you pick up anything there from the coach?
Yeah, so talking to players feeding Jess Donnelly, she's doing a ton of work out the front, and they're just not getting the ball to her when she's there.
Okay, so like first option, best option?
Yeah, just give it.
Give it.
Yeah.
Wise words from someone so young, and Coach Lynch. She's trying to get this side back on the winning track.
Hayley Mulherron taking the court for the first time.
Indeed, she's coming back through injury. The Scottish international played some ridiculous amount of tests for Scotland, been to a couple of Com games and a couple of World Championships. She's got an impressive record, and she's a big inclusion for the Wildcats in this one. So
See it already on the body of Stour.
she does play body well. So just like most of the players out there, she's got a knee strapped as well. So, but hers is the back of the knee.
Yeah, I think it was a calf strain.
It was indeed. And she's got a bit of the old strap-it tape on as well. Fires a pass in there, and they go long here to Donnelly, who's done well. Donnelly's gone to centre by the looks of it. She has indeed, which means the wing attack has changed, and that will be... The centre's gone to wing attack, yeah? My eyes deceive me?
Yep, Courtney.
Baird at wing attack, excellent. So, back with the Wildcats.
Score is starting to blow out a bit now.
13, that's quite a difference.
Starrow left alone. Sinks it.
You don't want to leave Starrow alone. She'll shoot all night. And, of course, the Rays, the result just in, 41. Bond University Bull Sharks, 53. That falls away. That's looks like Toya's come back on.
Yes.
So she shoots and scores.
Nice and calm.
So Anderson, let's see how her stats were. So she's 2 from 5, 40%, probably a little bit low for her. So coach has made the change, brought Toya back on, and Toya is 5 from 5 at present. Just need to get the volume up to her, and she'll get the shots in for you.
Yes.
So
it's good to see she is moving, but she's probably more of a solid target holding.
She's a holding shooter, so give it to her when it's on.
Yes, and that's when we'll see the volume go up.
So there's another nice shot there. That was to Bingham. And just like that, margin back to 13. Is this the run, Riley Bachelor-Dawg?
Oh, I never rule anything out. I like a good underdog. Oh, I'll just see Rennie go down there.
Rennie hits the deck, but Rika smiles at her and takes a shot regardless.
Yes.
So, and here we go again. Oh, hands in there. So, Wildcats through Mulherron. They can't get it. They nearly did. My with it. We go cross court.
The speed of that ball between Gardner and Maimai is just amazing at the moment. See that connection.
So Rika's misses but gets her own rebound. So that's like 100%. Let's just check Rika's stats. She's 9 from 14 at 64. So
I mean, if she's getting the rebounds, why call it a miss?
exactly. That's what I said in the last game. Like I think Alicia missed maybe 5 shots yours and got all 5 rebounds.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean if you can shoot 20% if you're getting if you're getting all the rebounds.
Yes.
So it doesn't really matter. So 29-13, 16 the diff, and Wildcats with the ball in their attacking end have to go back into the mid-third. They're right on the sideline. Probably need a bit more space. Get off that. Now we're all in the same spot. Toya can't. She does keep it. No, she doesn't. It just goes out.
Toya's still moving around quite a lot there. I'd probably let Bingham do more of the running work at the moment.
Indeed. So, speaking of running, there goes Bakal Doran. She doesn't mind running. So.
Yeah, no.
Donnelly having some match. The feeds have been exquisite, and some of the defensive work she's doing has been brilliant. So wants it back now, gets it. Goes long. Oh, great take there from Baird.
Oh,
And
good chase. That's a throw in.
it is. We have to go back. Back we go, but it's still with the Cougars.
Cougars just want to move fast, get down their side.
Indeed they do. And long pump shot here. Falls away of Macy Gardner. And we've
Baird's
got to
just
play it
on the
down.
ground.
Baird's down. She's right in the centre circle.
She's in a bit of pain.
In a bit of discomfort. Gets to her feet now, but straight back down again. We've had to call time. So we hope beyond hope this is not another knee.
Looks more like an ankle to me.
Yeah. She's coming straight off.
Yeah.
2 players taking her off. Looks like the left ankle, you'd say, Riley? She's holding it. Now
Just
she's
struggling to walk.
a little bit of weight bearing now. So definitely it's the left leg somewhere because the way she's walking. Here comes the Tower girls. They're going to clean up where she went down.
Where they think she went down.
I didn't see anything there. Like, did you? Like I was following the ball. Did you happen to see anything out the corner of your eyes? There she's on screen. She's a tough cookie. Yeah, left
like
leg.
It's rolled in maybe.
She might be taking the shoe off. We'll soon see. Hopefully we can get some pictures of that coming as we go on. So Mould with it now. Great work here. Oh, the pass from Bingham was good, but
I think we've seen Madison Fallon come on the court at wing attack now.
So she'll replace bed. So Fallon, we can take that to her there. There should be a rule with you guys that you have to have your hair just above the name.
Yes.
You've all got these long ponytails.
Well, I was always told by my mum, have your hair in a bun for trials so it makes you look taller. So.
Your mum is a wise person.
Yeah.
Well done. So we'll have little kids all over the world now coming out with Marge Simpson hair. It'll be like the big beehive to make them look taller.
Sour dishes off to Reekers. Reekers finishes that one.
Speaking of tall, just to my right, Lachlan Rogers, former Australian men's player. He'll be in the commentary team as we call this last State of Origin tonight. So he'll be joining Hannah Davies on the Suns Facebook page. You've got to switch channels. So, and we will be calling that game from about 8:35. We think we'll be over there. Just depends how long these guys take to get off the court.
Just seeing Toya struggling to get in the circle there. So Fitzpatrick's doing a great job of working her hard.
There is the injury. We can't see where she is. It's definitely lower leg, so we're assuming it's ankle. They're going through the testing strapping procedures now. We'll keep an eye on that for you.
Just a miss there from Bingham, unable to get the rebound.
16 the margin, and at half-time it was just 5, so it's a 15-4 quarter at the moment to the Cougars.
Great pressure there from Fallon too. She's come on the court and made an impact already.
So Fallon working hard. We've got millions of stats here, Riley. Cougars averaging 68 points per game. Wildcats just 42. And 43 defensive goals against for the Cougars. And Wildcats letting in 51. So not too much difference in the defense, but a fair difference in the offense, like as in 26 the difference in the offensive stats. So Wildcats are going to have to work hard to score here. And
good defence there.
that was just brilliant again.
And here's that quick transition down the court.
We've called it once, we'll call it 1,000 times today.
It's their forte.
It is. So Reekers and shooting well now. Missed a few earlier, but she has got her figures up nicely. Reekers now 11 out of 16. So
2 minutes to go.
2 to go. She's in the 2-point range, and boom shakalaka. So
I'd be afraid if we had the super shot in our Sapphire series with these shooters.
I think you're selling yourself a little bit short there, Riley.
Oh, I don't mind.
I think
as
whatever
long as
they
I've got
could
a
do,
lead for
you
there.
could do. So, yeah, I think you're selling yourself way, way short there. So Cougars 32, Wildcats 14. Margin is 18. Bingham doing her best to keep it in. Speaking of long shots, that was a nice one from her, also from the super shot range. So, and look at the pace shown here by the Gardner and the Cougars. Reekers with it. Mulherron out of play. Yeah, oh, just rings out. I thought that was in. Rennie gets up. Oh, but they can't convert it. Another turnover here falls away at Fitzpatrick. That's Vivian Fitzpatrick. Oh.
Speedy, my.
Speaking of speed, my. Oh, a long pass. Macy Gardner throws it across the court. Reekers wasn't expecting it. Now it's 17, and we're in the last minute of this game, of this half. So Mulherron does well.
Wildcats just short of options going down the court.
Do you think that's why Toya's coming out as much? Because there's not as many options?
Possibly, yeah.
So back with the Cougars here. They've got 36 seconds to score. Bakel Doran on the fly.
Play.
Finds it, and Stour. Mulherron gives away the foul. Stour shoots beautifully. Margin is 18. And here come the Wildcats. They've got 13 seconds. They want to score here. Shooters out now. Bingham goes in. Toya with it. She's still outside. Loose hands. We're inside the last 5. Bingham turns and does well. Scores with 0.4 of a second on the clock. It drops through. That'll count. So the last goal goes to the Wildcats. Margin 17 though. 33 to 16. And that quarter was an 18-6 quarter in favour of the Cougars. Riley, Cougars doing what Cougars do.
Cougars doing what they do best. Getting that ball in the circle.
They do, and high percentages, and they lead it by 17. What'll happen in the second half, we'll find out, Riley, when we come back from these really short messages from our sponsors.
you know that majority of netballers aren't wearing the appropriate shoes on court? Running shoes or generic trainers don't provide the grip and support for the quick, dynamic movements needed in a game. It's time to make the swap with Mizuno.
Welcome back, halftime in Game 4 of our 4-game coverage today. It's Super Saturday in the HART Sapphire Series for 2021, Round 9. And we've got the Brisbane North Cougars and the Wildcats. Our ground announcer calls this a catfight, and catfight it is. Cougars 8-0 taking on the Wildcats, sitting in 7th. And the winning streak's continuing at this stage for the Cougars. My name's Dave Mills, joined in commentary by QUT superstar, Queensland superstar, Riley Batchelor. What are you making of this? First time in the com box.
I've been really enjoying it. It's been a great game so far. First quarter it was quite close, but Cougars are starting to blow the score out now.
So Wildcats with it all to do. They're down by 17. The quarter time scores 15-10 the first. Wildcats are in it, but second quarter 18-16. Cougars started to blow it out a little bit. This is our 4th game, as I've mentioned earlier today. Jets first up, 60-42 over USC Thunder. QUT netball, even more impressive, 67 over Tigers, 48. And not that long ago, Bond University Bull Sharks, 53 over the Mendy Rays in Townsville, at the Townsville Stadium. And this game rounds out round 9. We're only 6 weeks away from the finals, Riley. You guys amping up your training at all?
Oh, we're not amping it up as such.
Not yet.
Doing our own thing. Building on our culture, that's what we really rely on.
You guys are big on the culture. I see it all the time. It was at Samoan Alphabet Week or Samoan Speech Week last week?
Samoan Language Week.
Yeah. And I saw some things on you're learning the alphabet, the Samoan alphabet, yeah?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, we're big on culture.
And what's this week's one? Sorry, I cut you off.
Maori.
Maori? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So you're going to learn the Maori language as well?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Got a very diverse team, so that's where we start to build our culture from.
Yeah, I think it was Ava Black was in the com box last week and said you guys are like the spice of the competition, because you got people from different ilks and different persuasions and stuff. It's awesome. So don't forget, you can be part of the commentary HART Sapphire Series Facebook page. We've also got do you call it Insta account? Get on there, Sapphire Series Netball. Got some great pics on there. For all the news, views and interviews, sapphireseries.com.au. And you can watch these game back. You can listen to Riley now for the rest of your life. Go to Sapphire Series YouTube channel and get the pearls of wisdom from someone so young. So
it's if you want to listen to my voice.
So it's better than listening to mine, Riley. So HART Sports are our principal sponsor. Legacy Jewelers, Mizuno, Mount Franklin and Powerade. They are major partners, and our official partners, Bondi Vite and Strappert. We thank them for the support. If they weren't with us, we might not be here. And of course, our broadcaster is Double Take Sport, the best in the business. So second half about to get underway. As mentioned earlier, our umpires for today, Buddy Nuku and Carly Farthing, and Di Fawcett is the reserve. Hopefully we don't need the reserve. That means something's happened to one of the umpires. There they are. I'm going to go on a limb and say Buddy's the one on the left. So, you reckon?
I think that's
well done.
a good choice.
Called it. Well done. Yeah, that's it for me go. So, and we seem to be having an extended, there it is. I thought it was an extended halftime break there. So, Wildcats with it all to do. They need to get something out of this. They want to get their season going again because the top 4 sides slowly pulling away. Wildcats on 33 points. USC Thunder will be on 4, and they're on 71 points. So, that's a margin of, what's that, 38. So, they need to, get into that points differential.
Seen a few changes for Wildcats.
Talk me through them, Riley B.
We've got Bingham now in goal shooter with Anderson out at goal attack and Fallon at wing attack.
So, Riley Holland's gone down hard. So, remember, she has tendonitis in that knee.
And Stow to the bench at the moment.
Stow's on the bench, Holland at GS and Holland at GA. That's something we don't see a lot of. Obviously, they're just trying to nurse the injury, and she goes down again. Mulholland, second time, body on her.
Just seeing Stow out in the back with the physio at the moment, working on that knee. So, hoping everything's all good with her.
Liz told me it was just, before the game, it was just knee bruising. So, I don't know what that really means, but I'd imagine it would hurt.
Yes.
So, playing with a fair amount of courage. So, of course, Stour, 13 from 17, 76%. So, margins 20, 36-16. We've just started the third quarter, the championship quarter, as they call it, Riley. So, and
Rikers. She's well and truly warmed up now.
Every time she gets a goal, you've got that little bit proud look on your face, saying, I can't wait for July.
Proud she's my teammate.
Bring on July. That's what I'm seeing every time she scores a goal. So, here we go again. It's Fawn with Bingham, and she answers the Rikers goal with one of her own. 13 and a half to go in the third quarter. It's 36-17. They swing it wide.
Gardner double plays herself.
And Maimai with it. Riley Holland. I'm trying to remember. I've done a lot of the Cougars games. I can't remember her playing GA. Maybe she has, but I can't recall it. So 37-17. They're keeping it at 20. Donnelly being impressive tonight. So Bakewell-Doran, let's say, it stays in. Brilliant work there by the Wildcats. That was Joseph Bingham.
Speed on Bingham.
Kept it in. Bakewell-Doran thought it was going out, and that's a goal. That put that down to Bingham. So did well keeping that ball alive when it would look like it was going out for all money. So ball back with the Rikers, and she'll shoot. Misses, hits the front of the ring, gets her own rebound. Possession call or contact? Looks like it's a contact call on Rennie. So
Holland to finish it off.
I'll back it in. I shouldn't
Misses.
have. There goes my house again. So.
And Rikers gets the third chance at the shot. And there's that one.
Rikers gets it in again. So percentage is a little bit down for the Cougars. 69 for Holland, 76 for Stour, and 67 for Rikers. But their volume is so great. They can afford a few misses.
Yeah, especially if you're getting those rebounds.
Exactly. And Holland draws the foul on the outside. But they march it right to the top. She's in the two-point range, but gives it to Rikers, who draws the contact from Rennie. Just a lull in proceedings. There's Mulherron, attacks the ball, does enough, they miss. But still with the Cougars.
Yeah, the stats are a bit
they're misleading a bit, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, because they're pulling away on the scoreboard, yet you look at those shooting stats and you go, that's not ideal.
No,
so,
as a shooter, you're probably looking for above 80
for
a game.
Indeed. So, great to see one of our super coaches watching, Amanda Stagg. So, you would cross paths with Amanda, have you?
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, she's one of our elite coaches, so I'm sure at some stage you will.
Oh, fun fact, actually.
Tell me.
Under 12s Queensland schoolgirls back in 2014. My team got to do a bit of a training with Tigers and Amanda Stagg.
Well, there you go.
So
you have cross paths.
Yeah.
So it must have been a pretty good under 12 teams to take on an open Tigers side.
I think it was a bit of a mentoring kind of training.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now you're going to tell me you beat them by 12. So ball back as Rikers, top of the circle, working well with Gardner.
Oh, great defence there from
Rennie, brilliant play by her. Now Mole trying to get the team kick-started. Transition not as good as the Cougars, but not bad. Anderson comes out. There's not a lot to Anderson. She looks like she could do with a good feed, doesn't she? She's a bit small.
Yeah, we've seen the ball go down all the way to the Cougars' shooting circle, unable to convert, and we see the turnover conversion at 55%.
Yeah, I was talking to Gary Passion. He commentated first. He said anything around that 55-60 is a good result. You push for 70, but you're happy with 60. Yeah. So, because of course he was with the Thunder for a couple of years, the first 2 years of this comp, and he said 60 is not bad. So Rika shoots long, and Cougars 41-19. It's all Cougars at the moment. And
Bingham just stuck for options there.
And she's outside the circle at wing attack. They've got Toya and Anderson in the circle. We're calling time to fix the
Will
bibs.
Anderson shoot it?
I'm going to say she'll pass off to Toya.
You're right.
That's why I'm one of the best coaches in the world, Riley. So, if you believe that, you'll believe anything. The shot goes in. It's 41-20. So margin 21. And it was 33-16. So 17 at three-quarter time, at halftime. So they'll be looking to try and get some competition points here, the Wildcats, but Holland won't have anything of it. Scores again. So the ball back with the Cougars. Oh, Bakewell Doran
Chases it.
swats it up, gets her own ball, then jumps across the goal third so she doesn't go offside. Great play by her.
That's why she's a Firebirds training partner.
Yeah, that'll be one of the reasons, I'd imagine. So,
Rikas.
Rika's just stuck out the arm. It seems to go forever. So she's got some height and length in those limbs. And Wildcats struggling to get it through this mid-third of the Cougars at the moment. Looking for goal 21. So
Donnelly doing a ton of work today.
this is probably the best game I've seen Donnelly play, I'd say.
Yeah, she's having a great game.
Yeah, some of the feeds has been impressive. She's worked hard on defence.
And that ball speed.
Indeed.
As one goes to her legs.
That's called the commentator's curse. We were talking her up and moving on. So 42-20.
Might have been the pass.
Yes, we'll call it the pass. We'll
Yeah.
blame whoever threw it. We won't mention names. Couldn't have been Donnelly. She's having a good game. So, speaking of speed of pass, how good was that with Mai, Gardner and Holland?
Holland had a great front hold there.
It was beautiful. Bang, bang, bang. Triangle offense, and they get the result. I'll ask you, I had Charlie Bell just before, and I'll ask you the same question I asked her. To me, as an observer of the game, and that's what I do, I observe every week. Is it getting tougher in the circle? Like, it seems like the keepers are going harder on the shooters. That's just from where I'm standing. And we just saw Holland there at the start of this quarter, got belted twice and went down. Is it my imagination, or is that what's happening?
It is very tough.
Is it getting
Yes,
tougher, though?
tougher.
Yeah.
Each game, I think, too, as we see the season go on. Fun fact.
Tell me. I like a good fun fact.
Alicia in my team, Alicia Tahara, she likes to have a little bit of a giggle when it gets tough out there, so might get a contact and a bit of a laugh.
What?
Yeah.
That must be off-putting for the opposition.
Yeah, they think they're getting in your head, but then you hear a laugh from Alicia and it's a bit off-putting there.
Yeah, well, Alicia, we got the stats here. Shooting at 90% for the season, so I guess it's just not much phases, huh?
Yeah, no.
So, and at the moment, we've got the Cougars with the ball now. And Fitzpatrick with it. Margin is blown out to 25. So you expect it to keep getting tougher, Riley?
I do, especially heading into finals. Everyone wants to win these days.
Is it getting to the point where umpires need to step in more, perhaps, or?
I think
Like, you're the best judge of it. You're out there, you know.
umpires are doing as best as they can.
Yeah.
Obviously, they can't see everything that goes on in the game.
Yeah.
But in all fairness, it is good contesting.
Fair enough.
It's just the bodies are getting stronger.
Well, we're spending a lot of time in the gym now. Like, each team has its own gym program.
Yeah.
So there's more and more physicality coming into the game.
And as we see, Stour back on at GA and Holland to the bench.
And Stour gets the result straight away. So,
Heavy contact there.
speaking of contact, that's exactly what we were talking about. And, we got a bib off. Bingham. So, she has done a ton of work. That girl works hard every game.
Ooh.
Oh, Bakewell Doran. That was clumsy.
And that's when it gets just a bit out of hand sometimes.
And see, it wasn't called by the umpire.
No.
Like, no call there whatsoever. So, like, Bingham's up and running, but didn't see it coming. There was an article written by, I think it was Liz Ellis, is it time for a judiciary in netball? So, as the game gets tougher, it's something we might have to look at. So,
Yeah, we've seen a few head knocks in the Sapphire series as well, and we've seen the NRL suspensions.
yeah. Do you think that'll come into netball, or do you
Probably
think that's
not.
where we're heading? Like, it's not as same impact as the NRL.
No.
But still.
Yeah. Well, concussions are a big thing.
Absolutely. Like, Netball Australia do have a protocol, which Dakota Newsom from your team has already gone through when she took a head knock. I think it was against the Jets, and was out for 12 days. I think it was.
Yep.
And had to go through a protocol. And I'm part of the QUT program as well with the GBNL, and we saw her at training and that. And she was going through all the testing procedures, and there was no chances taken, with her recovery.
Yeah, they take it very seriously.
They do, and it kind of has to be. It's the world we live in, and.
Bakewell with a flying intercept there.
Sometimes you miss them. They're that frequent. So
you don't want to blink.
Exactly. 50-21, margin 29. It's going to be tough for the Wildcats from here. And Cougars, they're averaging just on, I think it's 68 goals a game. 68.1 in coming to this one. They're well on track for that. As Rikas gets another one. 51-20, and margin is 30. So just looking at the Netball Queensland staff sitting around here, and one of them's got a New South Wales Blues bag. We won't mention her name. But did you watch the State of Origin last Wednesday night?
I did. Quite disappointed.
It was depressing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So as a proud Queenslander, you must have been not happy with that result.
Not happy at all.
So
there's 2 more games.
Yes, indeed. Make sure that doesn't happen to the 19s.
And tonight, I'm hoping to see Queensland beat the New South Wales men's.
In the men's game there, well, that's the New South Wales Blues just behind us there, starting to do their stretching. We're down in the gym right now doing ours. Should be a great match. Make sure you flick over to the Suns Facebook page to watch that one. So, ball with the...
Rikas swings it.
Cougars. Rikas gets it back. Shoots and misses, but she'll get another chance on the obstruction. And we're out to 30, Riley Bachelador. 30 and a quarter and a bit. That's hard to come back from, isn't it?
Yes, but you don't want to see Wildcats drop their heads at all, because it'll prepare them for their next game next week. It's going to be a bit hard, though, to try and get up from 30 goals.
A little bit hard indeed. Bingham fires it across, but there's that girl, Bakewell Doran, getting a hand on it. But Donnelly does well to keep it alive for the Wildcats. And Anderson gets another one. She's starting to find her range. She's gone to 3 from 7. So
she's been doing great for a young shooter.
Indeed, coming up from the Ruby side, just made the state 17s. So she is relishing this opportunity in the big leagues. I talked to a few of the Ruby players, and they say the pace is amazing when you come up, and even if you're only out there for a short time. And shoots long, and Rikas chases her own shot and scores. Need to turn and block and keep that player out of there. So 53-23.
Good take there.
Bingham and Bakewell Doran yet again.
Intercept after intercept today.
Scores another one. It's sort of just a standard day at the office for Ruby Bakewell Doran.
Yeah.
So is she close to the Firebird selection? Like if there was an injury, she's the next one in, or can you give us a scoop?
Ruby's our only circle defender in the training party.
Well, there you go. So there is the scoop.
Yeah.
So, and you're the shooting, and Macy's the mid. And there's a fourth one in there as well. Oh, Mia Stour. So 2 shooters, a mid, and a... contact here.
That's a head knock.
That is indeed. That was Macy Garner. We might see that on replay. Got Bingham high. So... Crowd not happy.
Probably just getting a bit too rough out there. We're seeing a few bodies on the ground.
Just before that, we might see that on replay. Here it comes. Oh, yes, indeed. Eyes for the ball, and down she goes. Umpire Nuku immediately called time, issued a caution. So Bingham seems okay. She is a determined young woman.
So you'd hope to see Cougars maybe clean it up now that there's been a caution.
So Bakewell Doran gets another one back. The competitive juices in that girl are flowing.
Ooh.
Long pass here. So Rennie able to force a turnover on a loose pass. Margin 30. We've got 41 seconds left in this quarter. Again, they go across court. Anderson, Bingham
doing a ton of work. Anderson lining up.
The hit in the head seems to have inspired her a little bit, if anything. She's doing even more work than what she's done previously, and that's been a ton, as you mentioned. So, Wildcats back to 29. My with it. Rikas, loose hands, play on, says the umpire.
to the top. Looks at the post.
We've got 11 seconds. Stour at the post. She'll shoot. Rennie goes up. No, it's an obstruction.
Good defensive pressure though.
So 55-25, that'll probably be all she wrote for this quarter. And the margin is 30.
And it'll be Wildcats centre pass coming back next.
And the news just gets better for the Cougars. They win that one 22-9. The first one 15-10, 18-6 in the second, 22-9. They're really performing well in the offensive end there, Riley.
Championship quarter. So yeah, seeing a great lead there from Cougars.
So third quarter, 1 to go in this plethora of netball, and we'll be back straight after these brief messages from our sponsors. Sapphire Series Game 4 in our Super Saturday plethora of netball. HART Sapphire Series for 2021. It's round 9. Cougars taking on the Wildcats. Last time these two teams met, it was Cougars 59, Wildcats 34. Already at three-quarter time, it's 55-25. Riley Bachelador, welcome to the Combox. First time this year. Have you enjoyed your time with us?
Absolutely. I think it's been a great match. Obviously, seeing Cougars take the lead by 30. Hopefully Wildcats can still fight.
So it got a bit willing there in that third quarter. A couple of body clashes there. Riley Holland got a few bumps in the circle, and then we saw, of course, Bingham get a bump there from Macy Gardner. It seems to be like the big margin in score, but the girls still going very hard for the ball.
Yeah, well, we usually tend to see that when the score blows out, one of the two teams like to get a bit body on.
To try and bring it back, or is it to just be dirty?
Well, sometimes when you are losing, you feel like you've got nothing else to resort to.
Fair enough. Let me tell you, it's the same in the men's games. That sort of happens. We've got some stats here. Anything there standing out to you? What jumps out at you there in that massive list of stats that we got?
The volume of shooting spread out between all Cougars shooters. 14, 16, 25. 14 for Holland. Stour on 16 goals and Rika's on 25. Low percentage, but the volume that they're putting up and obviously the score, it's not affecting their game.
So Toya, she's at 100%. She's only 8 from 8 though, so that's the volume thing you're talking about. Shooting brilliantly, but just not getting the ball enough, yeah?
And might I mention, Isabel Shearer, she's taken the court late last quarter.
Yes.
It's great to see her get on court from the Ruby series.
That's good news for her. What position is she playing, Riley Bachelador?
Goalkeeper.
Brilliant.
Cougars.
Let's see what she can do. The young player from the Ruby side, Madison Davies, yet to take the court. She played about 4 weeks ago. Was impressive when we saw her. She's from the BNA Netball Association, Brisbane Netball Association. So
Isabel Shearer also a training partner for the Queensland 19s team.
So you still have training partners at this stage?
Yeah.
So okay, cool.
Cross fingers, there is no injuries, but
it's been a long process, hasn't it?
Yes.
So talk us through it, like for the listener at home. What is the process? Like it started months ago, yeah?
Yeah. So we had a state titles late last year. I couldn't participate because I was still rehabbing.
Yep.
And yeah, they selected a squad of 32, I think. Cut it down to 24 after a couple months. Did a bit of fitness testing here and there. And then cut it down to 16, and that's where we divide it into our 12 players who travel and our 4 training partners.
And one of your, I don't know if she was going to make it, but one of your fellow teammates, Maddie Ridley, hurt her knee late in the whole selection process.
Yeah, devastating to see. Maddie Ridley's moved up from Victoria, and did her ACL a couple weeks ago and had surgery yesterday, so hopefully we can see a great rehab from her, and I can't wait to get back out on court with her next year.
Of course, from the Bull Sharks, she was having some season as well, playing brilliantly for them.
Yeah, quite a utility. Wing defence, goal defence, centre.
She's been their engine room a little bit, like when she's on, they're on, and yeah, so they'll have to look for someone else to do that, whether it's Ava Black or
Kristen Oxenford we saw last
Oxenford's
week.
back, you know. Played 103 games, retired, and back for 104th, so that's good news. So, Ball now with, and she was in the list again, I just got the team list. Yeah, she looks like she was playing tonight as well up in Townsville. Maybe she just came back for the trip.
Yeah, free trip.
Up to Townsville. So, while we've been talking, the Cougars blow it out a little bit, 59-26. So, is it a tough training process from here? Like, how do we go for being a state 19s player? Like, 4 times a week, twice a week? What is your balance? Because you're also with QUT, you must be a university student, yeah?
Yep, university student at QUT.
Excellent. One of the scholarship holders?
Yes.
Nice, because they promote within their own teams and that. They're looking for scholarship holders. That's great.
Yeah. So balancing uni, I was doing full-time, had to go part-time since being in the Firebirds squad. And since then, just been juggling uni, Queensland 19s, which is twice a week.
Twice a week.
Talking about.
Yep.
And
I see you here on a Tuesday and a Wednesday here for QT. Yeah, that's yeah. And then Firebirds. How many times do you do Firebirds training?
Once a week at the moment.
Once a week. So you're looking at about 5 structured sessions, plus what else you're doing, like a bit of gym work in there as well, plus that?
Yep, gym work, usually after the training. But
after the training.
Have to fit in another gym session sometime during the week.
So that's 7, and you, being a shooter, you probably do a bit of your own shooting as well?
Yeah, well, this week I tried to get to the post every day.
So there's another 7. Oh, good. Just a lazy 14 sessions.
Well, Firebirds have done good to plan out my week for the next couple weeks.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, so
because there's always the fear of overloading, you young players. You're in every team, and every coach wants to have their chomp, and so it's good to see that Firebirds are taking sort of, for want of a better term, control of your training process, and that'll sort of get you that balance that you're looking for.
Yeah. So we just saw a held ball there on Bingham.
They just can't get it into the circle at the moment, can they? Amaris has come back on, Amaris Toya. So 62-26. Cougars are definitely pulling away with it now. Gardner's gone to wing attack. Maimai at centre.
There's that ball speed and connection from Gardner to Maimai.
So
Holland is to finish it.
Still on the bench. Doesn't look like she's coming back. So, of course, we saw Baird go off earlier, and she looks there. She's on the bench there with her left ankle. Looks like ice wrapped around that, so she won't be back. So
and Donnelly to the bench.
And Donnelly to the bench as well. Yep, she's had a big game. I've been impressed with Donnelly today. Probably, like I say, the best game I've seen her play. So,
let's see what happens down here with Isabel Shearer just getting pulled up for contact.
So it's getting willing again in the circle there. So ball still with the Wildcats.
Let's see what Isabel can do over the shot here.
So Toya will pass off. She does. And
good
Anderson at goal attack there.
Both young shooters in Toya and Anderson.
There's a Mizuno momentum shift. So they broke the run of the Cougars. 64-27. It's 37 the margin. Now 65, so 38 the margin.
Timeout.
A timeout being called by the Wildcats. 9:21 to go. They've called the Wildcat timeout. Margin 38. What do you say, Riley Batchelador, when you're 38 down?
Honestly, keep your head up.
Yep.
It's a big margin, but as soon as you drop your head, the other team's just going to get another roll on, and try and keep the margin for this quarter as short as you can. So we've got 10 goals to Cougars and 2 goals to Wildcats for this quarter. Not what you want, but there is 9 minutes to go, so
if they played the perfect game from here, the Wildcats, they could probably eat into that margin a little bit, maybe even take the 2 points for the quarter. But Cougars they just have this incredible competitive streak in them, and they are definitely looking to keep this undefeated run alive. This will be 9 straight for them. And next week, of course, round 10. Let's see, look ahead who the Cougars play. Cougars taking on the Tigers. That's 12 o'clock Sunday here at Nissan Arena. So don't forget, next week we've got one game on the Saturday. We're on the road. We're heading south. We're going down to the beach, Talabudra Leisure Centre, for the Bond University Bull Sharks taking on the QUT netball. It's the battle of the unis. So you're a QUT uni student and player, so you'll back yourself in there. Tigers at 12 on Sunday. They're taking on the Cougars, as I said. Thunder closes out 2 p.m. on the Sunday the 20th. So a bit of an early start, 10 a.m. on Sunday. Jeez, we'll have to go to bed early Saturday night. So,
yes.
So Wildcats with it now. Anderson and Bingham working well together. Loose pass. Bakewell Doran gets a piece of it. And
rebound there for Isabel Shearer.
Shearer gets herself a stat, and back we go.
Umpire just claiming to set the penalty.
So the Cougars with it. They fire it across now. So, and that's Stour and Rikas. Rikas very close to the baseline. Mulheron gives it a nudge on the way through.
Tippy toeing.
This is not good news. Looks like Mould's gone to the bench as well. She's gone straight to the physio. They're actually testing her knee. So that would be horrendous news for the Wildcats if they lost another player. Of course, Courtney Baird went off in the second quarter and she's done for the night. And
we do see Donnelly go back on in that centre.
Yeah, and Mould, they're really, you know more about knees than I do, but if you look over there to the physio's bench, he had his hands on the knee. Is that the test that they do?
That's the ACL test. Just feeling around by the looks in the background there.
So, fingers crossed. There's Riley Holland. She's on the bench at the moment as well, nursing her knee tendonitis.
Lots of knees.
Yeah, there is a lot of knees. So, it's, we go through this Netball Australia knee program. I think we were all hoping that the new warm-ups that we're all doing would sort of eliminate some of these injuries, but I don't know I don't know the statistics, so I don't want to say it, but from where I sit, it just seems we're having just as many as ever, maybe even more, if anything, as we get more and more into the heavy training.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Well, I was listening in earlier to the Jets game. Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant the men's game, but anyway, moving on.
And they've had no injuries.
They have had the same 10 players for every match, and we're into, round 9, so that's impressive. Haven't had to call on their Ruby team, and as a result, their Ruby team's buzzing along quite nicely. I think they're in 3rd on the ladder, so they're doing everything right up there. But, is it just luck? Is it they train better? Is it, what is it that makes one team have no injuries and other teams have lots? So I can't answer that question. So if you can answer that, you'll be a rich girl, probably, if you can sort that one out.
I wish I could answer.
Because across all sports. So.
Yes.
So.
Just couldn't find that ball into Rikas there. And we do see a swap. Holland back on the court and Stour to the bench. That's in the goal attack position. Seeing a bit of Holland at goal attack today.
We have indeed, and like I say, I can't recall ever seeing her play goal attack in what I've seen. Yeah.
Anderson,
back up. And Bakewell Doran, and through they go. This incredible transition of the Cougars.
Rika's on a hold, high up in the circle. She's not afraid to shoot from there.
So Mulheron and Rika's going at it hard. This is what we've been talking about.
She'll shoot it. Nope, dishes off to Holland.
So Holland, the captain of this side, shoots and scores. It's 67-29. The margin is blowing out a little bit.
Timeout to Cougars. Say they're just getting a bit of a breather here.
We have a timeout for the Cougars. Liz wants to sort out something. And at 12-4 quarter, and we've got 6:05 to play. Let's listen into the super coach, Liz White, and see what she's got to say as the camera moves in. It's hard, what are you pointing out to me there? Injuries?
We're seeing Anderson and Megan Lynch having a bit of a chat there.
Here we go. Well, that's Amanda Vanderwall, the assistant, having a chat. So now we hear Liz.
Just heard a bit there to Rikas.
Yep, we're back. Yep. And Rikas was having a chat there with Amanda, and that looked like it was talking about just the shooting stuff, yeah?
I'd say Rikas might be getting a little bit frustrated with Hayley's defensive style. She is very on body, so just getting a bit of feedback on how to present in front of the body.
So, turnover time again, margin is 38, and the Cougars just do not let up. They are relentless as they drive. They average 68 goals. They're about to get the 68th here, perhaps. They do. So they're on average right now. So let's see if they can go a little further. And a few fun facts for you. Did you know that Amanda Vanderwall was originally in the first National League team from Brisbane, which was called the Fluffy Ducks?
Oh.
So she played back in...
Great name.
It was a great name. We were sponsored by a soap company. I don't know which one it was called, but yeah, and they had a product called Fluffy. So they were known as the Fluffy Ducks. That was before the Firebird.
Guy with a great rebound there.
And of course, Liz was a diamond back in the day.
Oh,
there you go. A couple of fun facts. Yeah, so.
Say Fun Fact Friday, but it's not Friday.
It is not Friday. So, well, we saw Beryl Friday today. That was as close as we got to a Friday. And the ball back with the Wildcats. They go long. Trying to keep this margin down a little bit.
Great hands there.
Bakewell drawing hands over. So.
Anderson trying to double play, just couldn't find her.
So.
Isabel Shearer out of play. Or as we like to call her, Giz.
Giz? Do we call it Giz? Okay. Yep. Giz it is.
Giddy up Giz.
Giddy up Giz, and we call you Roo.
Yes.
I've tried to find out why. It's just because there was two Rileys around, they called you Roo.
Well, there is more of a backstory to it.
We've got a bit of time on our hands. Let's hear it.
You could say...
It's not rude, is it?
No, it's not rude.
Because we're G-rated here.
When I was in kindy as a baby, my auntie worked there too, and she used to introduce me to everyone as Riley Roo.
Riley Roo.
And so when people asked what my name was, I'd say Roo.
Fair enough.
So it's just kind of stuck with me through the family and
now into the netball family.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, that's not the story I heard. So we get the truth here at the live streaming.
Just sprayed over the baseline there, but we'll see Giz take the throw.
As you call it. Giz will get it. And down they go in this incredible... I've said it once, I'll say it a million times. Their transition is good. Mind you, it breaks down a bit there. Good work from Bingham. But when they have to, they can punch through the middle. So, ball with...
Hayley Mulheron doing an amount of work on Rikas there.
She's not happy with the call. Mulheron, of course, limited minutes today as she comes back from injury.
Rikas sinks it.
So, 70-29. 41 the margin. You called it. You said it would be the Cougars by a fair bit, as your exact words. And you didn't quantify it, but here we go. So, another body clash. This time it's Gardner. Donnelly and Gardner. Rikas comes through traffic. She's on 2-point range, shoots and scores that lovely shot. So 71-29. Everything to do for the Wildcats in this last 2:44. It's not impressive at the moment. Could get even slightly uglier.
Great fake there from Donnelly.
Has done well today.
Oh, Giz with the tip.
Giz with the tip. Anderson the chase down. She's got some pace. I'm shocked. Another fast player in this league. And the ball.
Speaking of fast players, Ava Black, happy birthday today as well.
Same birthday as me.
Yep, birthday twins.
Ava is blessed. So 71-29. This is about 600 years of an age difference between us. So
Reek is out of the circle.
And Ava Black, is she one of your 19 buddies?
She is.
Well done. This is quite a side.
It is.
It keeps getting better. And the ball now with the Wildcats, looking for goal number 31.
Donnelly doing a heavy amount of work out there.
She's been probably, for me, probably best on ground for the Wildcats today.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there.
Best game I've seen her play this season. So Anderson, she's done her best as well, getting through traffic in there. And here we go, round 72-31. Cougars, last stages of this one.
There's that connection that we've been speaking about. Obviously, My and Gardner have been playing together in all through nationals, together underage, 17s, 19s, fusion, and now a bit of Firebirds training from Lisa as well this year.
Well, it works. It's working well. So
Why change it?
Why change it? That's exactly right.
Seeing Anderson here with a long bomb. Just falls short.
They go long. Gardner picks it up again. So I hadn't seen Macy play live till this year. Like I'd only seen her on the TV with Firebirds, obviously, and yeah, she's an impressive player. So
Yeah, she's got speed to burn.
yeah, and what she sees, her visual that she sees is her feeding in the circle is excellent. So
Very mature.
yeah, it's good. It was good to see her live because I'd only ever seen her on the TV. So and sometimes you don't get the full perspective of how good someone is. A replay call here on Anderson. We're inside the last 20 seconds, and the Cougars have been in control for most of this one. The closest it got was first quarter, 15-10, and then 18-6 second quarter. The third, 22-9, and currently we are at 18-6. So very consistent play by
Oh, contact there. Toya will have a shot to finish it off.
So Toya currently sitting 12 of 14. She'll have a shot after the buzzer, 2-point range, and
Gets a second chance.
So both players out, and Toya
No pressure here.
steps in a little bit, shoots, and
Nails
scores.
it.
Goal number 13 for her, 13 out of 15, 87%. But that concludes the game. Cougars 73, Wildcats 32. And Cougars continue their unbeaten run. Riley Batchelor, tell me what we just saw.
I think we just saw a cracking match from Cougars. Unfortunately, Wildcats couldn't stick with them this game, but nice finish there from Toya.
Let's talk Wildcats first up. Who do you reckon would be the best? Are we in agreement that it was Donnelly in this one?
Yep, Donnelly, 100%.
Worked hard. Some of the feeds were sublime. Chased everything and worked hard on defence as well. So that was pretty impressive from her. Okay, now the tougher task. Who's the best for the Cougars?
I've got a bit to say, so I think Bakewell, Ruby, she's done a ton of work. Many intercepts today, but that connection between My, Gardner, Holland, Stour, and Reekers, pretty unbreakable.
So you just named 6.
Yeah.
6 player of the games. Well done.
Yeah.
That's good. So indeed it was. It's tough, but it has been an impressive game, and the Wildcats just not quite in the same game today as the Cougars. They win by 41. That concludes round 9. We're going to talk about it. Jets over the USC Thunder. QT Netball, your team, Riley, took on the Tigers and won. And Bull Sharks, they in Townsville beat Townsville 53-41. And the game we just saw was the Cougars 73-32. That brings us to round 10 next week. We start with one game on the road Saturday night down at Talabudra, 7 p.m. Make sure you get your tickets on that one, sapphireseries.com.au. And of course, we are then here on Sunday morning, 10 a.m. We go live 5 to 10. Jets, Rays, Tigers, Cougars at 12, Thunder and Wildcats at 2 p.m. So that will be pretty good to watch. Our sponsors, without them, we are nothing, and we appreciate their time and effort. HART Sapphire HART Sports, they're the principal sponsor. Legassic Jewelers, Mizuno, Mount Franklin and Powerade, they're our major partners. Our official partners, Bondi Vite and Strap It, and of course all the pitches being brought to us today by Gina and the team at Double Take Sport, and we thank them. My crew who look after me with statistics, T and the team from Netball Queensland, I appreciate all that. And most of all, we thank you, the viewers at home, sticking with us through those 3 games of netball. We appreciate that. Riley, thank you so much. It's been fun having you in the box. Hopefully we see you again soon.
Thanks for having me. It's been good.
It's been a pleasure. That wraps up round 9. My name is Dave Mills. We're back next week. It's bye for now. And as always, people, be brilliant.